BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. The Vivaldi web browser on desktop has received an important update, which is the same security fixes that have rolled out to the other Chromium-based web browsers, as I have been posting on over the course of this week. Chrome received those security fixes, then Brave. Now it's Vivaldi's turn, and we are still waiting for Microsoft Edge. Now, over and above those all-important security fixes that were made available on the 13th of October, which was late yesterday in my region, Vivaldi has also been updated. The browser itself has actually received a couple of improvements and bug fixes. Now, apparently, just to mention those quickly, apparently there was a crash. The browser was crashing for some users visiting certain sites, and those are frequent crashes, so that's been addressed with this latest update. And if you have always use secure connection enabled, apparently there was a blank page when opening an insecure page in new tab. If you had always use secure connection enabled, that has now been addressed and fixed. And there is a small transparent border with rounded corners when in full screen video. That's been addressed, and that's an improvement that's also rolled out. And if you are using Vivaldi on macOS, the settings, the window controls were unreachable in full screen, and that was in the settings if you are using the browser in macOS. So those are a couple of improvements and bug fixes that have rolled out to the actual browser. Now, when we are dealing with the security updates, it's always good to double check, as I say, as your browser is your first line of defense. So we just head to the menu on Windows, Help, check for updates. And if you do use the browser regularly, these updates will take place in the background, but it's always good to double check when you are dealing with security updates, as it just takes a couple of seconds, and your browser is your first line of defense. And if you just head back this time to Help, About, and if I just zoom in here so we can just see this a little bit better in the video, the browser with those bug fixes and improvements has been upgraded to version 5.5.2805.38. It's just a minor point release update. And then the Chromium platform has and includes 6 security fixes. And these are very important security fixes, as they address 6 high-risk vulnerabilities in the Chromium platform, which the browser is based on. And your high-risk vulnerabilities are your second highest after a critical vulnerability. So this is a very important update. And most of those are use after free vulnerabilities that have been addressed in the Chromium platform, and which is a very common exploit in the Chromium-based web browser. So as I say, it just takes a couple of seconds just to double check if your browser is up to date, especially if you are dealing with important security fixes that have rolled out. And as I mentioned, your browser is your first line of defense to the online world. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.